Alright, how's it going everyone? My name's Benny, and today we're going to be doing a ranking video on all of my Skylanders that have swords. We're going to be seeing who's the worst and who's the best, and we're going to be ranking them in order, in my opinion, of course. This was honestly one of the hardest videos to make because I kept second guessing who was ranked where, and I was like, no, they should be higher, no, they should be lower. And then I found a few that had they were so, like, powerful, but their moves they didn't feel right. And just, like, the way they attacked, I just don't like them. We're gonna have to be ranking stuff according to all that, and I guess we should just get right into it. So, the very last on my list, the worst one in my opinion, it's gonna have to be Ningini. So, I'm gonna give you guys a little breakdown on why all of these are ranked where they are. I just finished playing through with all of these Skylanders, so I know what I'm talking about. Alright, so Ningini, basically, her swords do a good amount of damage, right? But they swing so slow, it's like so painful. I just can't deal with it. There's so many other figures that if you want one with like a similar playing style, there's other ones that just kind of do it better than Ningini. Ningini is a great concept of a figure, but I don't know, I feel like they did her kind of dirty and she should have had way better movesets and better combos and stuff like that. Okay, next up on our list is Riptide. So, basically, Riptide is super fun to use, and it's just super cool how he has two different swords. He has this one, which is a swordfish, and then he has another one, which is kind of like a hammerhead fish, and he swings it around a little bit differently. So this one, it's kind of more like a stabbing motion, and like that, and the other one you kind of like whirl it around like back and forth. So they both do different damage. They're kind of good in their own ways. This one is good when it's like an individual enemy, and when there's multiple coming at you at once, you definitely want to use the hammerhead shaped one. He also has a whale that he slams down on enemies. All in all, he's a really fun figure to use, and I'm sad that I have to rank him so low. But basically, he doesn't do enough damage to keep him contending with all the other figures, even though I don't like some of the next ones as much. He's just not as good and can't really keep up with them. So that's why he's so low. Sad to see him down there, but has to be done. Alright, I might get some hate for this next one, but I feel like you guys will know where I'm coming from. We have Igniter. So Igniter, honestly, super powerful, one of the best figures to use in SSA. Like, there's nothing really bad about him per se. His attacks do a lot of damage. I'm not a fan of the one where he shoots flames out of his head, but not a big deal. His sword attack is crazy good, deals a ton of damage, but I find when I use him, he's using a sword, but he has like no range. It's so weird. And he doesn't follow through on his swings. Potential, I wouldn't say it's wasted because he's such a good figure anyways, but I just don't like his mechanics on like how he performs his moves and stuff like that. Another one, sad to see him so low, but I just don't like how he plays. This next one, Nightmare. So Nightmare, this is one of the weirdest figures. I had to play with Nightmare a few times just to make sure I was seeing things right. Basically, you'd think like a super awesome figure, right? Like a huge sword, it's basically a horse, it's like a centaur. But the thing is, Nightmare is so slow. I don't know why. They should have made her faster because she's literally a horse. Horses are quick. And the weirdest thing ever, the fastest she can be is while you're attacking, swinging the sword. So basically, if you want to move fast, you always have to be attacking, which is kind of annoying. If you're a horse, you should be able to run quick just from the start. Not much else to say about her. Her sword does a ton of damage, but so slow, I can't really deal with it. Alright, so this next one, I know I did rank him lower in a past video, but I've started to actually kind of like the gameplay. So that is Blades. Blades, I don't know. I feel like it takes a certain kind of person and a certain kind of playing style to get used to him, but honestly, his main attack, he just swings his blades on his wings and stuff like that. It's pretty good, it's fast, and the combo move is really good. When you upgrade it, deals quite a ton of damage, and I've even got used to like throwing the blades and then kind of swinging them at people or getting them caught in the kind of whirlwind that he has and shooting them off. So very fun to use, kind of underrated in my opinion, and yeah, not much else to say, but very fun figure to use. Alright, next up, one of my favorite starter pack figures, and that's Washbuckler. So Washbuckler is, I don't know, I feel like he has an advantage because he's the only figure with a gun and a sword, but the thing is, right, you don't really use the gun to deal damage, you use it to kind of slow down the enemies. When you charge it up, it does even better, but that's besides the point. The sword, amazing. It does some quick damage, that's all you really need it for, and it does a good amount. He also moves around really quickly. His bottom half, the tentacles, just move him around so fast. He kind of just blows all the other figures that are below him out of the water just because he's so much faster and so much better, to be honest. Alright, getting to our top 3. This one of my favorites as a kid, Chop Chop. Chop Chop is one of the figures that I find myself using every single move he has. His shield is great for like running away. You can even deal damage with the shield and block attacks, stuff like that. His sword attacks, if you go the sword path, you're going to do a ton of damage. He is great for that. One thing that's even better about him is that he can kind of defend himself really well. For a figure that's close combat, he excels in keeping figures away until he's ready to attack them with his sword. The spikes that come out of the ground, they do exactly what they're supposed to, and they do it really well. Nightlight is next. Nightlight, honestly, I know not a lot of people have Nightlight, but honestly, a really solid figure. I know people don't like how it was kind of like a DLC when they added the light and dark elements to Trap Team, but it really makes up for the dark one, because the dark one, as I said, I didn't really like it that much. But this one is so different. The movesets are very unique. Like, you can lift, basically, enemies in the sky with your light beam. The sword deals a crazy amount of damage, kind of whacks everyone everywhere. I find the combos are also really nice and easy to get used to if it's like a first time playing with Nightlight. And yeah, that's about it. Last but not least, I don't even know if you guys are going to guess this last one, but for me, it's definitely no question, Cryptking. I got him recently, honestly, like maybe a month ago, and I thought he was just, when I got him, I was like, okay, he's going to be decent. I felt like he has a big sword, it's going to weigh him down. It may deal like a decent chunk of damage, but I don't know, he looks slow, right? But then as soon as I started playing with him, and I found out you can literally throw his sword around, not even throw it, you can control it in midair and just whack it around. You don't even have to go near the enemies. That was like the key thing that really made me like Cryptking. His gameplay is really fun and surprisingly long distance, because, I don't know, if you have a sword, you'd think, oh, he's going to take a lot of damage up front because he's going to be so close to everyone. But this is where the Skylander is totally different. He can just keep his distance, kind of like Chop Chop, but better. He can keep his distance, deal a ton of damage while staying far away, and all of his moves are super overpowered. So, that's going to be it for today. That was my ranking of all of my Skylanders with swords. I hope you liked it. Also, join the Discord in the pinned comment. It's a great place for the Skylander and video gaming community to all get together. So, thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you liked what you saw today. And I'll see you in the next one.